significant amount of record of all transactions, and through coding we need to secure all the amount of transactions. Otherwise, someone may go for hacking our computer. So, in spite of maybe putting up the coding, in spite of securing all the amount of aspects into our data process, maybe one of the other hacker is going to hack our system. What it happens? Correct? Encryption, decryption. We're going to discuss in depth in the second module of e-business. Even with the perspectives, as like e-payments, UPI payments we people are doing right now, not only UPI payments, even with respect to the amount of internet banking and e-commerce activities, how we are taking up initiative in managing our regular activities with respect to the amount of identifying the client details, payment, payment mode, discounts received, or else maybe product delivered. Everything we are trying to highlight over that in the third module. And in the fourth module, we are going to discuss about the technologies. Yes, some of the technologies we are making use of, as like a big data analysis is one of the best example we can quote it very easily. Yes, we are making use of many data mining activities to fix it up the requirement of our client. That is very much most important aspect. And in the fifth chapter, we are going to discuss about cyber laws, how exactly the cyber acts are so influential in terms of supporting our routine. That's quite important to our regular aspects, correct? Yes, with that note, probably we are going to take initiative towards e-business. Okay, so one by one, you people have to discuss right now. It's your platform. My question to you people is that how it has become quite essential to deliver the products and services through online, or how much it is important to deliver the products through online at present scenario. Are you getting my words? Maybe in that case, let me write it out. The question here with a new slide of the same. I can pick it up and let me mention. Explain the importance of e-commerce activities in the present scenario. Yes, sir. So my question is available over that. How much it is important? Any one of you can unmute yourself and speak about. Make it fast. Okay, Akshay Rema. Amulya, Ashika, Evangeline. Okay, Karan has come out with his answer through the chat box. Yeah, someone is ready to speak about. Yes, Ma Valentina.
Sir, in the present scenario, if I talk about e-commerce, I feel it's much safer and less riskier.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, madam, please.
Yeah, because because of the pandemic, we are allotted to we have a social distancing, and we are not allowed to even get out of the house. So I feel that is much less riskier than getting out of the house and searching for the our need, whatever the need is, and roaming around. And yeah, while the product arrives or anything, we can just sanitize it and use it.
Okay, good.
And most of them who stay in this one PG or some like they don't cook at house. They always prefer eating outside. They don't have to get out of the house and eat. They can just order it at home.
Good, madam. Okay, any other answers? Any other answers? Okay. Yeah, some of the answers are there in the chat box, and let us take into the consideration. Okay. Yeah, the chat regarding the question has been started with Karan Verma, where Karan has spoken regarding as the generation keeps changing and as a modern we get, we should also upgrade the traditional business into technological activities. Good, sir. So that we can survive in the market. Yeah, 100%. As a businessman, he is thinking about the survivability benefit. Wonderful, sir. Good. And Ram Kumar has extended his answer that e-commerce is playing a very essential role in the online business, although it is one of the best and cheapest intermediate for reaching out the new customers in the online market. If e-commerce implemented effectively, it also offers a smart way of doing online business and expanding it more. 100% right, sir. Yeah, because when you're going to think about your business expansion activity and reaching out the consumers outside your geographical location where you have got settled down, probably one of the a common platform is available and feasible platform also. It is one of the feasible platform also where we can easily reach our consumers. Really appreciating answer, which where Ram Kumar has mentioned his answer. Really, that is quite appreciable. And Rakshita has mentioned. Okay, uh, do we have to? Oh yes, madam. Yes, you have to speak about your consumers, about your suppliers. Okay, and okay, then Gagan has mentioned his answer. In present scenario, e-commerce is playing a very essential role in online business, although it is one of the best and cheapest intermediate for reaching out to new consumers or customers in the online market. If e-commerce implemented effectively, it also offers the smart way of doing online business and expanding it more. Yes, Gagan, theoretically it is right. Okay. Can you people able to mention any five platforms, online platforms where consumers they are buying right now? Maybe during the pandemic or else even prior to this also. In between, we had a buffer time of somewhere around 4 to 5 months where there was nothing hurdle for doing any kind of business activities. Okay, so mention a few of the online platforms. Okay, wonderful. So people, they started mentioning into the chat box. Amazon, Flipkart, Rufus. Okay, wonderful. Okay, MedPlus, Zomato. Okay, Farm Easy, Geomart. Wonderful, great, superb. Uh, yeah, it is almost like 10:40, and probably we took almost like 15 minutes of session as of now. Yeah, let us come up with the definition and history of e-commerce. Probably let us get back to some of the historical thought process, whatever we people are going to learn it today. And probably all these things are going to be acting as like a recording purpose, and 100% sure the future managers, if we are going to start making a note of each and every slides what we're going to learn, each and every session what we're going to learn, probably that is going to be one of the updating module for you people, future managers, to create your own e-commerce business activity and run that successfully. Okay, so every momentum is collectively taken into the syllabus. Okay, right, sir. So let us start working with respect to this history of e-commerce. Basically, that traditional business, whatever it was running, yes, it was running very successfully. Maybe we could call that neighbor stores, maybe kirana shops, maybe local merchants, many terminologies we used to in the traditional business activities. Okay, but with the help of internet, with the help of computers, yes, it has made it possible to get associate with many amount of advantageous mode of approach, that is e-commerce is being delivered. Maybe one of the common website, one of the common portal, the data associated into your website, and even about the amount of attraction what you are trying to create over there to pull your consumers towards your product and services. That made a successful intent of the history of e-commerce or e-business. Yes, in India, 1991, that's a time where we have taken up 2G internet facilities, broadband facilities in India, where it has been taken initiative. And ultimately, conducting of all the business activities being taken place or through internet, especially into B2B business, it has been started. Okay, in the initial stage, almost like a decade, 1.5 decade period of the time, yes, we were not having the conceptual picture of B2C over e-commerce. Okay, B2C in the sense business to consumer. Or the e-commerce facility, it was not there for almost like a 1.5 decade period of the time. So later on, the picture has been changed as like B2B business has been enhanced a lot through e-commerce, and their expectations also is being reached to the highest level with that in time delivery of products and services, and probably enjoying all the platforms available in the market that made it possible. Okay, and even according to Mike Cunningham, yes, he's mentioning as like electronic business. It's a term now used broadly for the act of doing business using internet or other electronic means to conduct the business. So other electronic means we are making use as such like mobile applications we do have, maybe we do have a common platforms as such. Like maybe I can go for mentioning Bangalore One is also one of the best example where it's a public platform which is being created to deliver the services for multiple options available in the Bangalore city. Correct? So that's how people they started getting involved into the e-commerce activities. So yes, we are going to discuss about e-commerce business models in the next session. Okay. So prior to that, maybe some of the answers are there in the chat box. Uh, yes, Mr. Jain, e-business is best concept as it offers buying and selling a product through online as like Amazon, Flipkart, okay, and can do business in stocks and shares. Oh, wonderful, sir. 100% right. As Ritik Jain has mentioned, with the help of cryptocurrency, we are making involvement into investment banking. Probably, if a finance students, if they are going to learn about this cryptocurrency as a matter, yes, of course, that's going to be one of the huge amount of contribution into their investment banking jobs. Okay, even it is one of the exceptional picture as such like accounting, investment banking, e-business, and general marketing. So these students, if you are going to learn about this concept of cryptocurrency, stocks, shares, and about e-commerce transactions, even with respect to the amount of the cryptography, it is there in the second chapter. Okay, we are going to learn about the securities involved in the e-business activities, where we are going to learn about cryptography concept. Okay. Yes, wonderful contribution, Mr. Jain. And Valentina, yes, madam. So she's talking about suppliers as like it's about B2B business. Yes, online platform has reduced their majority of the workload, and even the active social media has made involved in B2C also. Yeah, wonderful, Valentina. That is quite good contribution from your end. And okay, disadvantage has been mentioned by Rakshita that in the situation, probably delivery of the products through online may go for reducing the number of employees involvement in majority of the intermediaries level. Okay, that is the point what Rakshita has mentioned, which may leads to unemployment. Yes, ma, that is one of the point where we need to accept it. Okay, that's one of the disadvantage of this
No,
e-commerce
sir.
activity. Yes, madam.
If when we are talking about no contact and contactless delivery, even they are humans, no, sir. The people who come to deliver us.
Okay,
So even their life is at risk when they are running from here to there to bring the goods for us.
okay, okay. No, actually, yes, that is purely humanity. What you're trying to showcase. Okay, so 100% sure, Rakshita, that is quite appreciable. But when we are going to think about the survival, probably survival of the world, it is taking place through the chain of production and consumption. So this chain is being held by all these intermediaries. Okay, it is mandatory for them even in this pandemic time also. Okay, so that public services, even about essential services, they need to offer, they need to deliver. Otherwise, probably it is going to be a bigger question mark of survival of the complete world itself. Okay. Anyway, yes, as a humanity concern, what you have mentioned it, even their life is life. We should not play the game in the name of business with them. That is quite appreciable point as a human being. Yes, madam. Uh, okay, Karan has mentioned few of the points here as such like it's not easy for all the business for running up the e-commerce activity. As a e-commerce, it is going to affect over your business. That is the point what Karan is trying to mention. Yes, sir. Karan, can you able to mention for which are all the products where e-commerce is not suitable? Kindly mention few of the products, or
Sir,
else even others also. Yes,
it
sir.
is
Please.
feasible, it is feasible to go into e-commerce, but it will take some time. And people who cannot manage it immediately, they'll have to face a lot of hardships. Like small petty are facing a lot of difficulties right now.
Very true, Karan. Karan, it is always about size of business. Very much true. Probably in the initial stage, when we are going to run our show, probably e-commerce platform is going to be a little bit costlier for us, and probably it's going to be a bigger platform where we may not able to feed that much huge amount of supply into that particular platform. That is also very much true. Okay, small amount of shops, and especially I can go for quoting directly into the amount of small scale entrepreneurs. At least medium scale entrepreneurs and large scale entrepreneurs, they can go for running up with e-commerce activities. But yes, it is quite difficult for small scale entrepreneurs where they are running up their show less than a crore of business per annum. Probably they are going to face the challenges to be applicable also to make them comfortable as according to the requirement of e-commerce, because they will not be having those many amount of choices in front of customers. That's true, sir. 100% right. What you have spoken. Right. Yeah, it was a productive movement for last almost like 40 minutes period of the time. It was really a productive movement. Any other answers?